So I recently went to Texas, and I could still pretty much visit any adult website without having to send them my ID. I asked myself, what are the actual effects of age verification laws? A big part of my job here at Mink is removing content posted without consent on adult websites for victims of child and revenge pornography. I was afraid that I was simply not going to be able to advocate for my clients because of the state's recent age verification laws. But what's interesting though is while I was in Texas, I was still able to get on all but one site without providing my photo ID or any proof of my age whatsoever, other than, click here if you're 18 or older. And let me be clear, I fully support adult entertainers' right to create work and adults' rights to access ethical pornography, while also supporting measures that would effectively protect youth from accessing sexually explicit materials on the internet that aren't created for adults. But age verification laws, like the one in Texas, ignore the reality of what the internet actually looks like. First of all, many of the websites I access are not registered or hosted in the US. Unless there's a massive international convention addressing how to regulate the entire internet, any person with access to the World Wide Web will be able to access pornography. Websites that generally comply with our removal demands because they're big companies, they've implemented safeguards to comply with necessary laws, are the ones that are, bearing the brunt of having to establish these age verification methods and becoming subjected to state scrutiny. But I could still access smaller websites that often have very harmful and troubling content. And these smaller sites are the ones that generally refuse to remove harmful materials in the first place. So this is the problem. It seems that sites that generally play by the rules when it comes to removing illegal content are being singled out, while other sites that profit from trafficking in harmful, non-consensual content can fly under the radar. How will lawmakers ensure that age verification laws are implemented fairly? States should consider implementing laws that keep users' privacy secured, strengthen the rights and safeties of adult entertainers and sex workers, address predatory practice in the pornography industry, and allow victims of non-consensual intimate image abuse or revenge pornography to sue websites that refuse to remove abusive content. And as for youth accessing websites that are inappropriate for their age, sometimes the most effective solution is for us to be honest about sex education, for parents and schools to have honest, healthy conversations with their kids about gender and sexuality.